How did you pick this piece?
I chose it.
You chose it. Okay. I want to know how a teenager wants to choose to play a piece about a siren trying to seduce a man to his death. How do you relate to that story, Yako? I mean, what do you think about this piece? Do you feel like, do you use your real life experiences to get at it, or are you completely in like a fantasy landscape? Fantasy landscape? Okay. All right, that's good. All right, and was that what you wanted us to hear? Did you feel like you got the response you want from the piano and from the audience? Did it feel true to your vision?
I think so. Again, like the first pianist said, it does feel soft, like from here, but I think that's just kind of where I'm positioned. But I think, despite some of the mess-ups, I think I conveyed mostly what I wanted to convey.
Okay, wonderful. And what grade are you in this year?
In 10th grade.
You're in 10th grade, okay. Is this something that you see yourself doing for life?
I think I'm going to be playing this piece for a while, yeah.
No, I just mean like in terms of thinking about the future.
Oh, I think so, yeah. I think that's what I want to do.
Okay, cool. Well, let's play around with some stuff in here. I think that this is, being a fantasy, there's so many colors that we can play around with, and how the colors can change very quickly. And then also there are places, because this is all underwater, right? I think there are places where the water splashes that we can try to make the top splash more, or have some glare maybe when the sun hits it a certain way. We can play with what's going on in this register. How does that feel on that piano? Can you get it to? Yeah. It doesn't ring as much as this one, right? Yeah. But you're getting some bite. Yeah. You're getting some bite. For instance, the big climax, where she's, yes. What do you think is happening there?
I think if I were to put it with the poem, it's, I think, where it's explaining about the palace of fire, earth, and air. So the palace.
So she's saying, you're going to get all this, yeah. Right?
Yeah,
and
or she's trying to kill him.
Yes. So she's desperate to have him say yes to it. Mm-hmm. Yeah. I felt like it was a little friendly. So I wonder if you might use more of your fifth finger. Like really hit everyone.
It's hard to get it on this.
Yeah. Okay, good. Okay, and now this is a place where all the little notes can help out. If every little note was like a 10/10 energy, you know, and clarity. So let's slow it down a little bit. Let me see what page that is on. If we get a clarity and a bite on every single note, let's see what it would sound like. Okay. Let's try that. Okay, so like you're not actually playing loud right now.
Okay.
Right?
Yeah.
Do you practice playing loud? Just every note loud?
Not every note, no.
Okay. Let's try that, and then we can tone it down and shape it. But I just want to see how your body reacts to like actually playing everything loud.
Okay.
Yeah. For instance, that bass. You really go down to that pinky as much as you can. Isn't that very different? Okay. Now let's just do your left hand, and what I want to feel is the surge. So when you get up here, I want that thumb, and then the 5. Okay, now we're going to add a layer yourself doing this. So we're going to breathe every time you hit the next one. So and really go for the color in your mind. It doesn't repeat on top because it's just very intentional, right? Okay, good. Let's do that with the right hand now. So can you feel like it's actually crescendoing to the top? That is already feeling like it's less sound. Keep it strong. Okay, now we're gonna do the whole boat-shaped thing again. So you're gonna go up, and then you're gonna go down to the alto line. But in between, you can feel that surge. Yeah, that's okay. When it goes up, there's no repetition. So when you go up, all you're doing is surging. Yes. It's only when you come down that you get a repetition. All right, good. Now we're going to do two hands, and we're going to feel that surge double.
Okay.
I don't hear the tenor. Feel more presence?
So from where I'm sitting, when you played at that time, I could actually feel some vibration, which I couldn't the first time. So you were really putting more power in it. Yeah.
Thank you.
And then you want to try a little faster now?
Yeah, it's a whole nother story when it's fast.
Okay, so remember the boat shape though, and the breath, because those two are going to keep your speed.
Okay, yeah. When you are home and you're just practicing like one hand, what you might want to do is play as full on as you can, but use the other hand just to tap, because you're holding a lot of tension right now, right? And part of being powerful is that you don't have to exert any effort. You're like poof, and like your magic wand makes the entire ocean explode, right? That's the kind of power you want. And so you want to like have it. You have the splashing, you have the thrust, but this has to stay very, what's the word? All this is doing is sitting on top of your spine. Your shoulders are not allowed to get involved, because when they do, they cut off the blood flow to the fingers, right? And then when there's tension, you don't get to be as loud. Yeah. So one more time slowly, and put your focus on this being sponge cake. You're just a big frame, and you are a huge giant. I mean, you are really tall, but imagine that you're King Kong, right? And this is a piece of cake, and you're just gonna play the thrust. Just one hand?
No, two hands. Yeah. So, are you feeling like you're poised on top of your spine instead of leaning forward or trying to do anything? You got this. Okay, but your fingers have to work really hard. It's just an illusion that you're not working hard. Okay, so lots of fingers, lots of breath. Yeah, I emphasized your A sharp because that leads to the next downbeat. So yeah. Okay, does that feel good?
Yeah, I'll work on that.
Great. All right, let's play with something else. Harmonic color. Oh yes, isn't that fun? Yeah, let's go right before there.
Okay.
There's some harmonic colors that we can take advantage of, like in 55 here, right before that starts.
Right here?
Yeah.
Okay.
So can you just play the chord progression for us? Well, you don't have to play it multiple times. Just that's one.
Okay.
And then next chord. No, that's the same chord. Where does it go?
Okay.
Where's the next chord?
Wait, during the scale or
The next measure.
Oh, the next measure.
That's still the same chord.
Oh.
Where does it change color? That's still one chord.
Okay.
That's the next chord. And then where does it go? Well, and the G sharp is really important. That's part of the chord.
Okay, yes.
Yeah, it's a complex chord. Right, so those three colors right now, they sound very like each other, and I think that you could probably make it as different as, I don't know what analogy that you would like to think about. For instance, the first one, it doesn't have to be a solid. The second one, I feel like could be a solid, could be a large rock. Do you know what I mean? Like the density is different, the viscosity, I guess, it's just a different feel.
Okay.
See, that doesn't feel, what's the word? Doesn't feel gooey enough, maybe?
Okay.
Yes. Yeah, but I didn't really hear the connection at the very top. Not really. Yeah, there you go. Okay, now there you go. There's another place where your left hand can help out by being more present, because that felt like you just dropped out.
Okay.
Again, that thrust to the very top. And also think about the line, like Brady and I were talking about, just, playing one line and finding the shape that you really want. So you see how much crescendo you would play if it wasn't so hard. Yes. Right. Okay, let's try that. Okay, so yeah, your left hand will find its way. Okay, what's the third chord? What is that going to sound like? No, that's the second chord. What's the third chord? No. Yeah, I want to hear how you're going to make that a different color. Yeah. Let's go from the forte to the mezzo forte and then to the pianissimo.
Okay.
Yeah, somehow it just feels like there's too much focus on this. It should just be yeah, a little more throwaway. Because the bass note, it's like a grace note, And right now it's kind of like sitting there. And that G, that makes the chord.
Okay.
Oh, and that's way too loud for a double piano. Way too loud, way too loud. And you can't really change because what is the bass line? Can you play the bass line for us? And then it goes directly, right? So if you change the pedal, we lose that connection.
Oh, okay, so no pedal change?
Mm-hmm. You can use the sostenuto pedal if you want. You want that? Have you tried that one? Yeah, try that one.
Okay. Yeah.
Do you like that?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So.
And then you can really go for that accent in the forte.
Okay.
Because I just think that the contrasts are there, but they're not big enough for what a scary monster the siren is.
Okay.
Like sometimes it feels like more of a charming lady.
Okay.
Okay, let's do it one last time.
And
As softly as you can to as loud as you can. Yes?
should I sustain this bass through the whole line?
To the G. Yes.
And take it off there?
Yes, because it connects to that G.
Yeah. Yeah, that's hard, okay.
Beautiful. Do you guys like that? Do we have any comments from Brady and Pierce?
I think that that G at the bottom there really, I think you brought it out a lot more and it makes it sound much better, in my opinion.
I like to use the sostenuto pedal too because that kind of keeps this,
Yeah.
like it keeps the texture and the color, but it doesn't muddy up the sound. But you can still connect those two lower bass
Yeah.
notes.
Yeah, I like that too.
Great. Okay. Thanks for the comments. Let me just end with the thing that gets overlooked the most, which is when your right hand is doing such a beautiful job articulating all that stuff. Wasn't that beautiful and so clear? The left hand line, the easy stuff,
Yeah.
that's really the hardest thing to play
Yeah.
because the long notes, the dotted notes, it just sits, right? And you have all this, and it has to sit and sustain so that the next note doesn't sound like a new start all the time. So spin it out. Especially in the later times when you have these octaves, right? And it sounds like the line is getting broken.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So
Okay.
just try that opening with the, just where your left hand comes in. Yes, that's it.
Okay.
That's it. It's just hard to not be distracted
Mm-hmm.
by the hard things,
Yeah.
but
Sure.
really well done. Beautiful.
Thank you so much.